was for it?
Oh, it's a tough game. Possession in the end probably hurt us. So that's probably the main thing. Yeah?
Seemed to be in control at half to one. Obviously, they got it in the second half. What changed?
Oh, I think we made some errors early. The big thing about the second half, without boring you with stats, I think there was about 9 or 10 times Queensland started their set inside our 50. We didn't have one. And they had plenty more sets than us. Our defence was terrific, as it has been, but it's got to be better.
Is it your defence that needs to be better though, or is it other aspects of the game?
Well, they scored more points than us, so.
That was a field goal, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Yeah, it was too short.
Yeah. But, you know, I thought we hung in there, our effort was great. But you're always looking for excellence, aren't you?
What about the decision making? It's late in the game, obviously, especially about whether or not to go for a field goal or.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. You know, I think because we weren't down there enough, we probably thought, let's maybe have a try and see if we can score. But again, you know, in the heat of the battle, under fatigue, which our guys were, you know, we've got to be a little bit better. But hey, given the amount of possession Queensland had and where they had it, I'm wrapped. I am wrapped.
Mate, you touched on Queensland starting in your own 50. Is that to do with your kicking game, or is that more into the sets?
A bit of both, a bit of everything. Yeah, a bit of momentum. They were getting off their line pretty quick. They were dominating at the ruck, which is something we'll have a look at.
Four forwards on the bench did really sort of did its job.
Yeah, no, I thought they were all great. I thought our front row was excellent. I know our attack was criticised last year, but you know, we didn't get too many chances tonight. But I thought our front rows were great.
Laurie, what did you make of the new pass combination?
I thought they were terrific. Thought they really combined well. Mitch played with control. Hodko did the job we wanted him to do. So they will be there for game 2. There's a headline for you.
How do you see it, Robbie?
Yeah, again, just let ourselves down in the second half with our execution. And as Laurie said, the amount of possession they had was very difficult for us. You know, we found ourselves just bring the ball out of our own half a lot of the time, and fatigue in the end probably cost us in terms of execution.
Robbie, did you think when they had 3 or 4 sets at you and you withstood that, and then you got an opportunity to get up and score, that you might finish the game there?
Yeah, we had our chances. As Laurie said, our defence was great. We scored that one try in the second half, but we kept turning them away. When they took the shot at goal, I thought that was a big boost for us. And you know, he missed obviously, and off the back of that, we had a bit of momentum, and we just didn't execute down there. So we've got to be better. We'll have a look at that, and you know, we'll be better for game 2.
How's your shoulder, Robbie? How's your shoulder?
Not too sure, mate. Go for a scan tomorrow.
Did you do it in the Hodges tackle?
Yep.
What do you think of the tackle? Do you think it should have been done?
All right, that's not for me.
That's not for us to comment. Yeah. We'll let the powers that be have a look at it and see what happens.
Do you think it's courageous though that Robbie?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Especially things like the 74th minute, he held up Smith, and from there, that was the end of the 4 sets that they had on your line.
Yeah. Oh mate, he was terrific. You know, but that's what we come to expect from anyone that wears a New South Wales shirt.
Are you in any doubt for game 2, Robbie?
I've got no idea, mate. So, as I said, just ice up at the moment, and we'll assess it over the next few days.
Robbie, what was the plan when Dugan ended up taking the field? What was the plan for that game?
Yeah, it's probably my fault there. Again, we just didn't execute. So, struck it well though, just missed. But yeah, again, under fatigue, we've got to be better there and probably set up and get ourselves in a better position to execute that play.
Were you trying to get it to Trent?
Yeah.
What did you think of Daley? Where else he was coming to field and Gerald Hankboy was
Oh, I thought he was tremendous. I think he was great. Did everything we expected of him. He's a big game player. I think he showed it again tonight.
When it comes to the decision making at the end, you think Queensland look cool, calm, collected, calm, doing what he does best, whereas you guys were doing went for it was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, maybe. But that just comes down to fatigue. I guarantee you, if they were in our shoes, they would have been doing the same thing. No matter who you are, when you're defending a lot more sets than the opposition, your decision making is not as good.
Laurie, I know it's hard to be positive after the loss, but that try you guys scored in the first half, the first one, what did you think of that?
Was that the one from Dukes? Yeah, no, it was great. I can't remember who offloaded it. Jimmy Tamu, who was sensational tonight. I think it was one of those ones where just the individual brilliance took out. So it was a great try, but we'll take plenty of positives out of that. I'm excited about this team, and I know what they can do. And we weren't at our best tonight, so we'll go away and we'll work hard, and we'll come back see if we can take on the champions.
How costly was that kick from Hodkinson that didn't find touch?
Look, I think it was early in the second half, was it, or 20 minutes into the game? I mean, of course you don't want it to happen, but the thing that I liked about our guys tonight was if they made an error, they responded. And again, that's all you can do. You can't dwell on it. If you dwell on it, it'll affect your performance. So you don't want them to make mistakes, but when they do, it's how they react, and I thought they reacted really well.
Robbie, among the fans anyway at half time, you could hear people talking about Queensland. They were looking old and slow. That's what people were saying. How did you find them out there?
Again, like in the middle, I thought our forwards were outstanding. So that's all I can assess and judge from. So, two starting front rowers and then the two boys coming on, they got us going forward all night. But again, they're a champion team and they showed that tonight in the crucial stages. So, and we knew, they were going to be at their best tonight. So it wasn't anything we didn't expect. We just got to improve for the next game.
So Laurie, can you win the series of 2 games to go, both in the state?
Yeah, most definitely. From what I saw tonight, gets me really excited. We were nowhere near our best. Nowhere near our best. No ball. Defence was great. We'll improve that. We'll see what happens.
Robbie, when you got the injury, did you realise that Queensland was trying to get you off for concussion? Did you hear them yelling concussion to the referee?
No,
Is that because he landed on his head? Just clarifying.
I was just talking to our trainer, so I let him know my shoulder was sore. I didn't see the replay.
Yeah. Did you realise they were saying that?
No, again, like I said, I was just talking to Ronnie.
What about the debutants, Laurie? You thought
Yeah, no, they handle themselves really well. I mean, it's always different. It's always a lot faster, a lot harder, but they'll be better for the run. Yeah.
Nice one. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Great, man. Before started the second one, some stuff moving and showing, so I was I'm going to try and go and get Dukes now, okay?